All right, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Let's see if anybody shows up. So today we're just gonna do chill with Fit Dad. It's Saturday afternoon. It's about a quarter after 3 here in Tennessee. But we're just gonna chill and hang out. And if you guys have any questions for me, you're welcome to ask questions in the live chat, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you've got. Hopefully we've got the audio issue sorted out. So if anybody could let me know in the chat what the audio sounds like, because I know last time we had a little like an echo or feedback or something. So I've switched to a different lavalier microphone, and I'm hoping that sorts that issue out. But you will have to excuse. I also switched to the webcam on my laptop so that we could do full screen rather than the upright mode of my phone. Also, my kiddo is in his playpen with his tablet, so hopefully he's chill and I don't have to hop up and go sort anything out. He's got a fresh diaper. He's chilling playing this game. So you guys got me for about 20 to 30 minutes. If you want to build some muscle, you want to make some gains. I know I'm like, man, I look tiny right now. I've been out of the gym for a month, guys. So today's live stream, we're going to be talking about how to bulk up, how to build some muscle. So I've been as high as 205. No, I got to 208 at one point, but I was really like skinny fat. And I wasn't digging the look. So then I slimmed back down to like 195. I was roughly like 13% body fat. But this past month, I've had to take away from the gym. I've had to spend it in the shop, as well as being a father. So that can get pretty hectic. And I just haven't, I've been using the creatine and everything for almost 3 years now. So I dropped the creatine, I dropped everything, and just took like a month just to chill and heal up. And I've done a few just home workouts, but I'm getting ready to head back to the gym. I'm going to be bulking up. I've slimmed down to like 188 pounds, so I'm very interested to see how long it takes me to kind of bounce back. I'm predicting that I will make a pretty decent transformation. Considering my genetics, I'm thinking that my muscle memory and everything will kick in and I'll make some progress pretty quick. But basically, over this past month, because what a lot of skinny guys do is they just go straight into eating as much as they can constantly. And what that does is it adjusts your metabolism to a very high calorie maintenance. And then it makes it almost impossible to grow after a while. So you hit that plateau, you hit that wall, and you cannot make it past. So for me anyway, doing like the month away and just kind of leaning out a lot, that's allowed me to drop my metabolism dramatically. So when I come back, I'm just going to introduce a smaller calorie surplus, maybe like 300 to 500 calories, and I'm going to slowly progress in that manner. So I'll go probably start at like 3,500 and see where we go over the first like 2 weeks. So the goal is to gain roughly a pound a week for the next 12 weeks. So 188 pounds, I should be back to 200 pounds in 12 weeks. And we're going to see how that works out. We're going to see how well I stick to the plan, how well I stick to the routine. The routine is just going to be the same, push, pull, just variations, lots of Meadows rows, lots of pull-ups. Sorry for the camera shaking and stuff, guys. But nobody's here, so what does it even matter? If you're catching this on the replay, I hope you enjoy the show. No, I don't get dressed up or anything. I just wanted to come hang out with you guys, but apparently nobody wants to hang out. But that's fine. I understand. Lame. So, let's see. Well, that's a long pause. But anyway, so what supplements am I going to be using? I'm going to introduce creatine back in. Oh, and I hope, I know a lot of the time when I'm recording, I cut the AC because of the white noise. So I hope that isn't too harsh on you guys. Because I know this lavalier mic, it loves to pick up just the smallest of white noise. It'll even pick up the refrigerator. So that's awesome. Gotta love it. But yeah, I was hoping at least somebody would show up. But no big deal. We got somebody, we got one viewer rocking it out. So yeah, creatine, decabolin. Yeah, I've never claimed Natty. Testosterone, but just very, 200, probably 175 on test a week, and just 200. I might bump the test if the deck is too harsh. But I use just the small, bare minimum of doses. So I'm not blasting anything like crazy because I plan on sticking around. I just minimal effective doses, right? That's what I preach, and that's what I abide by now. So if you actually caught that and you're watching this video this far in, leave a comment and tell me, are you natty or not? And be honest. You can be honest here. Nobody's going to criticize you. Nobody's going to hate on you. And yeah, I'm here for you guys. And you guys can ask me any questions. How do I get past this plateau? That's just like I was plateaued at 200 pounds. I could not get past. I was past 200 pounds at some point, but I was a lot fatter. So I was trying to get past 200 pounds. My goal is like 215. That's where I would like to be. When I started, I was like 150 pounds. So I've really come a long way, but I still want to make some more progress. I want to be like 215, 12%. And I'm sure when I get there, then I'll probably want to be 225 at 12%. But I honestly think that I could be satisfied with my physique at a certain point, even though everyone says that it never happens. But we have to trust those that have more experience than we do. So I've been at it for 3 years now. And when I get to 5 years, hopefully I'll be like 205 and I'll be leaned out. And then when I get to 10 years, hopefully we'll have reached 215 pounds at some capacity. And it had better not be at anything above a 20% body fat, because whenever I have had my body fat up to 20% before, and it was not comforting. I didn't feel good. I didn't want to do anything. Low energy, low stamina, just groggy feeling all the time. Just being more active and burning that energy off, all that extra energy. If you think of food as energy, okay? So I'm going to put the timestamp in the comments that start the video at 9 minutes 30 seconds, because this is where we're going to get serious on this shit. Think of food as energy. So whenever you eat, you're consuming energy. And when you don't burn that energy off or use that energy, however you want to word it, whenever you don't do that, your body stores it as body fat. So whenever you have all this stored body fat, it weighs on your organs, it weighs on your arteries, it raises your blood pressure, it makes your heart beat faster because your heart is having to work. Excuse me. I didn't know how long I would be here. I was expecting a few people to show up. Where are you guys at? But anyway, I made my own iced coffee, and it beats the hell out of McDonald's. I brought my muscle milk, because you got to have your muscle milk every day. And don't throw it in the flare. And I've also brought my water. So 3 drinks, 3 beverages on deck to hang out and teach you guys how to lose weight or build muscle. But anyway, where were we? Yeah, I get on a rant sometimes. You guys gotta grab my attention in the chat and tell me like, "Hey, dude, get back on track." So, think of food as energy. Your body stores energy as fat. It weighs on your arteries. It weighs on your organs. So, if you're an endomorph, meso, endo, we all fall on a spectrum. Like myself, I would rate myself an 8 or 9 on the ecto scale, maybe a 7 or 8. 3 or 4 on meso, and then like a 1 or 2 on endo. So somebody who's like a heavier set person, they're going to rate like an 8 or 9 on the endomorph scale, maybe 1 or 2 on the ectomorph scale, and then maybe anywhere from 0, probably on average, overweight person is going to rank higher on the mesomorph scale than an ectomorph does. If that makes any sense. Because if you think about it, they can build muscle. They just have to be very careful to keep their energy intake at maintenance or just a slight surplus so that they build muscle and don't store body fat, because their natural metabolism is lower. So it takes them less energy to maintain. So if you're an ectomorph or you rank high on the ectomorph scale, then your natural metabolism, your natural energy maintenance is going to be higher than somebody who ranks high on the endomorph scale. So that's why some people gain weight easier than others. So don't let people convince you that genetics do not matter, because genetics definitely are they matter, okay? I promise. So the reason that genetics matter, so all these fitness models and crap you see on Instagram, and they're all selling these workout programs, and none of them are going to make you look like they do. And they want you to believe that they are, but they're in the top 1% of genetic phenoms. So you've got to look for people. So if you're an ectomorph, you rank high on the ectomorph scale, however you want to word it, you want to find people with your similar body type so that they can teach you what they did to make progress. Because somebody who ranks crazy high on a mesomorph scale, they pack on muscle very easily. What works for them isn't going to work for you, not necessarily. That's where a lot of this eat big to get big and live big to get big, it works to a certain extent. But if you learn how to exploit like each type of training for exactly what you're trying to do, you'll learn that lifting heavy is primarily to build strength. And yes, it can build muscle. What I shoot for is just right in the middle, man. You'll see me pull like 5 wheels on deadlift. I feel like going as heavy as you can is very, it's good. Just do it. Go set PRs. Don't go crazy. Just pick up, build up to a really heavy 1 rep, and then drop back down with deadlifts. This builds your cardiovascular system, your nervous system. It builds your endurance, and the same goes with cardio. So, and they transfer over with each other, and I promise it makes sense. So, going and running, sprints, however you want to do it, just get some cardio and make your nervous system have to, go through that shock of pushing past your boundaries, and then that will make your lifts easier in the weight room. They transfer back and forth because it's your nervous system, your cardiovascular system, everything working together, whether you're doing cardio, you're riding a bike, or whether you're pressing a PR on the bench press. You're still pushing your body past these boundaries. So let's move on. So if you want to lose weight, a lot of people are telling you to do cardio. And yes, you could do cardio. It burns energy. It burns more energy in the here and now, as in during the training session, you're going to burn more energy during cardio than you will if you're just lifting weights. But the thing is, if you lift weights, then you're going to build muscle. And what does muscle do? Muscle increases your metabolism and creates it makes your body burn more energy naturally because your body has to support every added pound of muscle tissue that your body puts on. Your body has to work. Even if you're just sitting on the couch, you're burning more energy than you would have had you not built that muscle. So this is why I would recommend to somebody who's just been sitting on the couch for the past 10 years, I would recommend to start by going for walks, uh, then introduce some weight training. You want to get past that just exhaustion feeling, and you will, after just going for walks, just get being active, moving more. You will feel more confident, and then you'll feel more motivated to do more, and then you'll be like, "Yes, this is awesome. I promise." You just got to take that first step. The first step is always the most difficult one to take, because you're stuck in your ways. People are naturally, they don't like change. So you got to just kind of like jumping in the cold water, dumping the cold water over your face. Just jump into it, and you will adapt and you will enjoy it. So if you've been thinking about, man, I want to do this, just go do it. That's what I've been telling it. You know, it really is just that simple. You can, it's Saturday, you chill. You haven't been training for the past 5 years. Do like 50 push-ups today or something. Just something small. And then what that does is it'll create initiative for you to do something the next day. And then you'll start to develop that inner guilt where like, oh man, I didn't do it. And you'll kind of guilt yourself into doing it, and you will progress. At least that's how it works for me. And I've never been like the most motivated or let's go bust ass and do everything. I've been kind of lazy before, so I really feel like working on yourself, building muscle, and doing things like that, building your inner confidence is it's key in learning and growing as a person and learning who you are. I think it helps. Whether you're training to look aesthetically pleasing to attract a partner, or whether you're training just to feel good on the inside, it's beneficial regardless. But I guess if nobody's going to come in, I'm just going to head out, guys, because nobody's asking any questions. So if you're catching this on the replay, sorry for being all over the place. I hope the audio is better. And thank you for stopping by. And to the one viewer that is here, I see you, bro, and I appreciate you. I'm not sure if that's Jordan or not, but whoever it is, thanks, bro. You can shoot something into the chat. I'm going to go drop a comment and pin it. And then I'm going to go get my kiddo ready to take a nap. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. And thank you for stopping by.